everyone, my name is Madison and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I thought I would go through my backpack and show y'all what I have in it for this college year. I am a sophomore in college at CU Boulder, and even though my classes are online, I still have a couple labs in person and I still go into work a couple days a week. So I thought I would show y'all what is in here. I'm not even gonna try to tell you what type of backpack this is. It's from, I'm sure you've seen it before, Fjallraven Kanken, however you say that. Either way, very visco girl, but I don't really care. I love this thing. I've had it for like 3 years and everyone says it's always so small, but I think it's perfect. So like I said, I do still have a few labs in person twice a week, and then I also go into work. I'm an aerospace ambassador, so I go in. Typically I'd be doing tours and sitting at the front desk, but during this time I kind of just am working on making like admissions videos, things like that. I'm doing the live chat, so if any like prospective students or current students have questions about the engineering program or aerospace, I help with that. Regardless, I still do need a backpack, and even in just sitting in my room, I think it's really helpful to kind of have a bag by my desk with everything in it super organized. Well, most of the time it's organized. Either way, let's start. So in this front pocket here, this is just kind of where I keep small little things. I just have some Carmex, mints, gum, chapstick, and then some perfume. If y'all know me, I don't know if you would call them insecurities, but I get really paranoid about little things like having food in my teeth, my breath stinking, and then me smelling. So I pretty much always have things that are gonna help with that, just because I get worried. So that's just nice if I bike to class and I'm not smelling too great. If I ate like a burrito or something that's gonna make my mouth stink for lunch, things like that. In this main pocket here, it is kind of stuffed, but I have everything I need. This backpack is the 13-inch laptop bag, and I think it's perfect for biking around campus. I have the 13-inch MacBook Pro, and it's not too big, but it fits everything. It's really comfortable, and I think it's just the perfect size. So if y'all have watched any of my past videos, you would know that I have an iPad, but just because I have an iPad doesn't mean I don't like a planner. So this is just my planner for the school year. I got this at Home Goods actually for like $6. It has a plastic cover, which is nice, so if I want to use it as a coaster, or if it were ever to get wet, it wouldn't like totally get ruined. Pretty basic, but I do really like having something to kind of just help me keep track of not only homework, but the little things I have to do that day, like respond to an email or do the laundry, just like little things. And then of course I have a little pencil bag. This one has like stars and planets and moons on it because space girls. Typically my clicker would be helpful, but right now it's not. And then just a ton of pens and a few pencils. Last year when I was taking notes in my notebook for the first semester before I got my iPad, I only wrote in pen, which I had never done before, but I loved it. It just made my notes like so much more, they stood out so much more on the pages. It was just darker. It just felt like so much more professional. And then over time I felt that on certain types of paper, pencil kind of wore off, and I really liked how pen didn't do that. So I love me some pens. And then a couple of other things. I never go anywhere without a portable charger and a cord. I have the iPhone 7 and that thing's running like a champ, but the battery life kind of sucks. So I always just have a portable charger. This one is from Jockery and it holds about 3 to 4 charges on it. So this one's pretty good. It does take a while to charge just because of that. So typically it has to charge about 24 hours, but then I'll just keep this in here for, I don't know, 3 weeks, a month, and it'll be totally good. And then just a cord is also helpful to have. I also have my keys, a little mini light, an extra hair tie, and my buff one, and a couple other like little things like a $5 bill just in here. I have it on this lanyard that I got from Boy Oh Boy Bridal Works, which is an equine company that I had them custom make for me, and I love it. It's so cute. It totally fits like my personality, and this is just super handy. It is kind of bulky, but I almost like bulky things because then I lose them less, and it's just holding up like a champ. I've had this thing for a while now and I absolutely love it. So if y'all are interested, I would go find yourself a lanyard because it just makes everything so much more convenient than like a singular keychain, and you can put everything on the bottom, hold some little extra things like a hair tie and some money, so that's very handy. And then I just have this little pouch right here that kind of, when you pinch it, it opens. In here I have my wireless Beats X headphones. Well, they're like cordless, but they're still wired, which I personally like because just in case you're gonna lose them, you can magnet them around your neck and they won't go anywhere. Or if I only want one in, I always know where the other one is. I don't think I trust myself with something like AirPods, and these are charged with a lightning cord just like my phone is, which is super, super handy. And just in case that dies, I have some just traditional Apple headphones with an extra dongle in here, just because my computer still takes the traditional little headphone jack thing. My phone doesn't, but then my iPad is USB-C, so the best way for me to use headphones on my iPad is just these guys. These are my favorite, but it is nice to have backups in case they die. In here I also have this little pouch with some backup little things. This one is from Lululemon and it's so adorable. If y'all did not know, I actually have diagnosed chronic migraines, so I am always prepared for headaches and things. I always have Excedrin. I always have a little bit of my extra prescription super strong stuff. Just have some lotion, Tide little stick, some girly things, hand sanitizer, just little things like that in here. I always think it's important to have little like handy goodies wherever you go, just because the one time you don't have something is the time you're gonna need it most, I feel like. And just having something in a little pouch where you know where everything is all together, I find is just super useful. So then of course I have my hydro flask. This is the 32 ounce with the sport cap, flip up lid like this. I love this. It's just super handy, keeps everything so cold, and I will just refill it, have ice for the whole day. It is a little bit big and bulky, but it is 32 ounces, so if I try to drink at least 2 of these a day, I'm definitely getting enough water. Typically I drink 2 to 3. I drink a lot, which also means I pee a lot, but also health, so and then if you know me, I always have little bows and everything. I also always have a calculator charger with me. I have the TI-84 Color Edition, I believe, and I love it, but I feel like it honestly should last longer than it does. So having a calculator charger is just super handy. I lost my old one and got this one for like $3 at the bookstore. So if you need a new one, they're super cheap. And I like, same thing like I said earlier with this stuff, the one time you need it is the one time you won't have it or it'll be dead. So just always make sure you're prepared. And then it's that time of year, you always gotta have extra masks. So I have this buff, but this buff I got before that study on the effect of masks by Duke came out, and they said that wearing a buff is actually less effective than wearing nothing at all because it has tiny little holes in it, and when it gets stretched out it just filters the particles and makes the particles even smaller, which makes them easier to get into other places. So I haven't really used this at all, but then I do just have this little pink one right here. I have a ton floating around my room. Like I said earlier, it's always good to have extra little things. And then in my back pocket in the back here, this thing's kind of falling apart, but that's okay. I just have some extra deodorant, my calculator, and then just a reusable straw and a cleaner, just in case I go to Starbucks or get some coffee at one of the cafes on campus. I don't have to use a real straw. And then finishing it all off in the very back pocket, like I said, this is the laptop bag, so there is a separate zippered compartment on the back hand side here where I have my iPad as well as my computer. This is the 2018 iPad Pro. I love it so much, and I have the iPad or the Apple Pencil 2, so it is a magnetic charging one. This case is awesome because it has this little slot here where it magnets into place and charges while it's there. And then it also, of course, folds so I can stand it up however I like. And then I just have my MacBook. I believe this is the 2015, if not the 2013 MacBook Pro. I think it's 2015 just because the number of holes and things. It's a little bit old, but it's running like a champ, and I still love it dearly. And I love how perfectly this all fits in this back pocket here. Typically, I don't carry around my charges unless I'm going to be on campus for more than about 4, 5, 6 hours at a time. But lately, I'm only on campus maximum 3, so I don't really worry about my things dying that often, and so I just typically keep them at my desk back here, which is just super handy because I always know where they are. I only have one computer and one charger for my iPad, but if anything does die, my friends have stuff, and there's extra stuff we can use like through the school, so that's definitely handy. But thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you all would like to see more content from me, please give this video a thumbs up and give me other ideas you would like to see in the future. I really appreciate your love and support, and I will see you all next time. Peace out. I love you all. Bye.